Welcome back to the Avattack. I'm your host, Prescott Chambers. The Colorado Avalanche clean up from their loss on the island, but not before heading to overtime in this game. 28 of 82 in New York City at Madison Square Garden against the Rangers. The Avalanche coming into this one off of just their second regulation loss of the season against the Islanders. The Rangers are 5-5-0 in their last 10 games and currently sitting on a 2-win streak. 2 wins in a row. This is the first game of a weekend back-to-back for both teams, and Scott Wedgwood is currently listed as day-to-day, as well as Gavin Brindley being listed as out, but I did hear he is traveling with the team on this road trip and may end up playing before the end of it. Starting goalies for this one were Igor Shesterkin and Mackenzie Blackwood. Period 1, the Avs are aggressive in the opening minutes of this one. The Rangers show a lot of energy as well. We see some good net battles and physicality pretty much right away. New York starts to make some good opportunities, keeping good possession. At 7:26, Cale Makar gets called on an interference penalty. The posts on Blackwood's net save the Avs twice from a power play goal, and they're able to kill. The Rangers are really locking down the Avalanche offense and not allowing any type of opportunity. They start to get a good cycle with 5 minutes remaining and throw some shots on net. The Avs were having problems with turnovers, but started to get some momentum near the end of the period. After one, we head into the second with no score. Period 2, the Avalanche come out with some better rush chances and cleaner passing. At 3:31, the Avs get their first power play after a holding call on Brodzinski. They have some good looks, but can't capitalize on it. Shesterkin makes a great show after a chaotic battle in front of the net and a masterful one-timer save. But after a tough shift from the fourth line at 7:06, Parker Kelly tips in his 6th goal of the season from his knees. Sent in from the blue line from Sam Malinsky with the second assist from Marty Necas, who had just tagged in. It's 1-0 Avalanche. The pace of this one starts to ramp up significantly. We get a ton of back and forth possession. The puck is bouncing around like crazy. New York starts to get a good cycle, but Blackwood continues to make saves to keep the Avs in the lead. It almost feels like Colorado isn't moving quite fast enough at certain points. Blackwood is luckily playing with some aggression and challenging shooters every chance he gets. At the end of the second, the score is 1-0 Avalanche. Period 3, New York comes out pressing for a goal to tie it, and at 4:23 they do when Connor Sheary puts one past Blackwood top shelf with assists from Vincent Trocheck and JT Miller. We're tied at 1. At 5:49, Val Nichushkin gets tripped up, giving the Avs their second power play. Makar gets hit in the face by the puck on a clearing attempt, but appears to be okay. The Rangers kill that one. At 10:20, Nichushkin gets a very soft holding call that gets New York another power play. The Avs have a great penalty kill on this one, not allowing a single shot and barely even allowing the Rangers to get into their zone at all. The shots on goal with 5 minutes remaining are 32-21 in favor of the Avs. I mean, and that just shows how hard you have to work against Igor Shesterkin. Finally, after a long-fought battle, at 15:26, Marty Necas throws a shot on net that bounces high off Shesterkin, where the Nate Dogg bats it in out of midair into the back of the net for a 2-1 Avalanche lead. Just after that, a giant dog pile in front of the Rangers' net happens where another Avs goal almost goes in, but on replay we see Shesterkin save it with the very skin of his knee. New York starts to get a little more physical. With 2 minutes remaining, Shesterkin heads to the bench for the extra attacker. New York puts immense pressure on Colorado, and at 19-19, Artemi Panarin throws one in with assists from Mika Zibanejad and Alexis Lafreniere. It gets reviewed, and we see the puck get played not once but twice prior to the goal with a high stick. And the refs don't do anything about that. They don't call anything back. And the goal stands, and we head into overtime tied up at 2 apiece. OT, the Avalanche get possession to start and have a couple tries. New York gets control, and they have a short cycle in the Av zone. Colorado gets possession again. They start to tire out the Rangers in their zone, and then Cale Makar goes for the wraparound try, misses. Then the Nate Dogg steps back out onto the ice, gets the puck, and absolutely walks right up to the doorstep and puts it top bunk with an absolutely disgusting backhand for the game winner with a big fist pump celly to top it off. Assist from Cale Makar and Marty Necas on that one. And the final score in OT is 3-2 Colorado. Overall, teams are really starting to challenge this Avalanche team, and it's not going to get any easier, but I know they love the challenge, and I love seeing competitive games. I like to see a little bit of competition. I don't want to just walk all over every team, Like, that gets boring after a while. Not that we really have been just walking over every team, but we've been doing really good. They dug in deep for this win, and I can't think of a much better way to top this one off than Nathan MacKinnon beating Igor Shesterkin clean with one of the nastiest goals we've seen this season. Tomorrow the Avs will be in Philly to take on the Flyers, a team I have always had a personal vendetta against for no specific reason, and I'm hoping we can crush them. But until then, as always, I'm your host Prescott Chambers for the Av Attack. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.